Good morning. So, late tayo. Super late. Madami akong inasikaso dun sa pagsauli ng mga gamit, sa birthday ng kapatid ko. Kaya late ako ngayon. Kaya, babasa na tayo. Physical changes. The stages of pregnancy are generally divided into three months, into three months periods known as trimesters. Although the divisions are only nominal and not precise, by the end of 9 months gestation, a typical uterus will grow from about 8 cm in length and 30 to 40 grams in weight to 30 cm in length and 1.1 kilo in weight. Mm, Imagine from 8 cm, naging 30 cm. Tapos 30 to 40 naging grams, 30 to 40 grams nagiging 1.1 kilo in weight. In addition to the baby itself, it will contain the placenta in about 5 liters of amniotic fluid. 5, 5 liters? Bigat pala talaga. Protecting the growing baby from shocks in allowing it to move and exercise itself. But your swelling abdomen is only one of the incredible changes that your body undergoes. Your whole body responds to the pregnancy. Some changes happen straight away, others only in the later stages. Most noticeable right from the start is that your heartbeat quickens as it has to circulate a greater volume of blood, which increases by between 40 and 100% depending on your build. This increase is in response to the requirements of the growing baby and the extra demands of your own body. It will also compensate for some loss of blood at the time of birth. Your breathing rate per minute increases as your oxygen consumption rises by up to 20%, supplying your unborn baby with necessary oxygen. In the later stages, you will feel breathless as the baby takes up more and more room. Mm. Quite early in pregnancy, your breasts become larger and heavier, and you will probably notice bluish veins. From the second trimester, you may start to secrete colostrum, a sort of precursor to proper milk. Mineral? 15. Bugnaw? From the second trimester, you may start to secrete colostrum, a sort of precursor to proper milk. You will probably find you need to urinate more frequently from quite early on before you are aware of the growing baby. Relaxation of your digestive tract increases the chances of upset for heartburn to constipation, especially during the second half of your pregnancy. Other muscles and ligaments also relax and stretch in the later part of pregnancy, which can contribute to backache and flat feet. Even your gums soften. Under hormonal influences, your skin and hair will undergo changes. You may go through a teenage stage early on with greasy hair and even spots, but this is overturned during the second trimester when many women find their hair grows extra luxuriously and their skin glows, the bloom of pregnancy. You may also find a darker line, the linea negra, appearing down the middle of your abdomen, and some women find pigmentation marks appearing on their face. Although all these changes are expected and natural, they are not all comfortable. However, for most, there are steps you can take to alleviate the symptoms. Antenatal classes. Antenatal. So man, oo, palit og, kailang kailang. Asa? Pila? Size? Oo. Kailang. Nara ah. Nara. Antenatal classes. Antenatal classes are helpful in several ways. This is where you can learn and practice exercises that will help ease labor. You can learn more about the changes your body is going through, what to expect, and what to look out for. Fear of the unknown adds enormously to a mother to be. Anxiety increases the pain of childbirth. You can share experiences and learn from other pregnant women. Antenatal classes. Yun pala yun. Hormonal triggers. On becoming pregnant, your whole hormonal balance changes. Here are just a few triggers for which you will notice the effects. Prolactin suppresses ovulation, bringing a halt to the usual menstrual cycle. The same hormone triggers the development of breast tissue in preparation for breastfeeding. Progesterone secretion ensures the continued growth of the lining of the uterus. Soon, the placenta develops and begins to secrete its own hormones. As part of its job is to guarantee a continuous supply of blood and nutrients to the growing baby. Your growth and other hormones govern the baby's development until its own pituitary and thyroid develop. At the time of labor, the hypothalamus produces oxytocin, which triggers contraction. Nice picture. Keeping yourself healthy. The greater care you take over your health during this time, the better you will feel. Pregnancy will take less a toll on your body, and your innate well being will make it easier to cope with the quite traumatic upheavals your body is undergoing. You are less likely to need interventions such as drugs, and there are likely to be fewer risks to both you and your unborn baby. Imagine a fetus growing up under extremely stressful conditions, where the mother did not bother and did everything wrong, eating junk foods, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, and partying. And the baby was then subjected to a traumatic birth with bright hospital light, shouting, and emergency procedures. A frightening start in the world. Why put the baby through so much? Follow a few simple rules and give you a child a good start in life. Nutrition and weight gain. The average weight gain during pregnancy is 12.5 kilos, of which a full-term baby will account for about 3 kilos. The growth of the placenta, the amniotic fluid, distribution of new fat, growth of breast, and fluid retentions make up the rest. It is easy to think, especially if you are naturally slim, that if you're losing your figure, you may as well make the most of it and eat as much as you like of whatever you like. Don't. Although an increase in weight is vital to your health and your growing babies, it does put a strain on your heart and muscles. So it is important not to add further unnecessary weight by losing control of your intake of sugar and fatty foods. Although not an ideal way of accounting for what you eat, a calorie counts give a good idea in this instance of how little extra you need. The recommended calorie intake for an average woman is 2,000 to 2,500 calories, and this should increase by about 200 to 350 calories a day during pregnancy, so about 10% more. Because your demand for vitamins and minerals goes up, you may need supplements during pregnancy and breastfeeding. You should also keep up your water intake of 1.5 to 2 liters a day, even though you may be tempted to restrict your fluids because of sore breast, least bladder control, and a general puffiness. In late pregnancy, a simple diet is best: fruits, poultry, fish, nuts, milk, rice, lentils, vegetables, and some butter. I recommend fruits that are softer: ripe bananas, plums, nectarines, berries, mangoes, and soft vegetables such as spinach, swede, pumpkins, tomatoes, potatoes, and okra. Salt should be restricted during pregnancy but not totally avoided. That's all. Tomorrow, ano naman, the nutritional requirements. God bless. Mga buntis. Saka sa gustong maging mabuntis.